Yesterday we did Azjol-Nerub. Today we're going to do the second half of that dungeon by going into Ahn'kahet, the Old Kingdom. We've picked up one of the quests already. I believe there's another one that's a drop from one of the mobs here inside. But we're really doing a bit of a world tour on the grind to level 80. I've been pushing for Lawmaster as well at the same time. As you'll see here, we did... what have we got? We've done all the quests so far in Borean Tundra. We just finished doing Dragonblight late last night as well. Halfway towards 75. In terms of what's changed with our talents, we've just put 1 point in to improve Vampiric Embrace. Just going to make sustaining during questing super easy. At the moment, if there's like a big clump up of units, I can just tab target everybody with dots, especially with the on-proc trinket, and you're just staying super, super healthy. The only issue then really becomes mana. But with the amount of mana potions that we're getting from these adventure supplies, and just the fact that I've now got Shadow Fiend and Disperse on a relatively short cooldown, it's not that much of a drama. So we're jumping in here to our second dungeon, and we've put together a group. There's a lot of people spamming this one as a bit of a dungeon grind, but we want to do it as a bit of a one-off and then move to the next location. Big reason we want to go for Lawmaster is there's this really insane cloak you can get, which is essentially like pre-best. It might even be best, given the amount of priority I'd imagine there would be for the likes of Warlocks, Mages, and all the other big casters to get loot before myself. But that's where the fun's really going to start to come onto effect, right? We're going to get Mind Seer. We're going to actually be able to do some big, big damage. Right now, still having to manually tab target. Bit of a nuisance, but not for much longer. Now, from memory, this was a little bit of a longer dungeon compared to Azjol-Nerub, which we smashed out in 15 minutes. BOE drops, nice. Remember that Shadow Blast needing to be kicked, it hurts. Could be in trouble here. I've pre-dotted everything, but he wants to go for a big AoE pull. I cannot offer much. Well, Shadow Fiend. Dot. Just continue to find these mobs amongst the wreckage and tab target to our heart's content. Not bad whatsoever. Keeping up with the Ret and the Mage. The mobs actually live a little bit of time, right? So spreading the dots all around has worked in our favor. Let's just quickly sneak in a cheeky food buff whilst we can. We're just blasting through these consumables as much as we can just to make everything super efficient. So another big AoE pull. Not going to worry too much about min-maxing our Shadow Word Pain with the Shadow Weaving talent. We just want to get the damage out. Go. Quickly just disperse so we have mana to continue to blast.
The secrets of the deep shall remain hidden.
Looks like he's pulling a whole bunch of stuff, so I've never seen this. This is the crazy thing, right?
Not hungry.
The changes since People last played Wrath of the Lich King. I don't think I ever did this back in the day. So we'll tap target to our heart's content.
The young must not go hungry.
Snipe one of these for a spirit tap. Actually blasted that one. We had enough time for everything to live and go through, yeah, through a full dot channel rather. Yeah, quite nice. Back to the boss. So this time, just an isolation.
Of the deep shall remain hidden.
It's our classic opener. 2 dots into 2 ticks, into Shadow Word Pain, maximum damage. Snipe one of these for Spirit Tap. And we have to kill this ad. He's immune at the moment. I remember that. We misclicked who we tap targeted. That's nice. Oh wait, no, we can't even attack them because the minions are immune as well. I remember, yep. Quick Mind Flay so that doesn't fall off.
Master is my
We need to adjust our macros actually. Need to make it so Shadow Word Death is mouse over. Feels a little bit clunky having to quickly click or spam tab and hope. Want to make that a little bit more efficient. Forgot about that, so thankfully I can just dispel myself. Then remember we had to go to those platforms, we had to kill all the mobs up there. Press down the buzzer, activate this platform up here for the boss. Make sure that Shadow Weaving doesn't fall off. Summon our Fiend, let's get some mana as well on the run. Pop one of our trinkets. Tap target. Spell again. So yeah. Even without the mindset for the AoE, right? If everything like lives long enough, we're fine. If we can just spam through the different targets, get them all a dot, then we are chilling. Get some mana back really quickly. On to the boss. Now, I forget exactly what happens here. I know there's like a part where he's like trying to claim the soul of somebody else. Like he just lays on the ground, right? Didn't somebody get corrupted, mind controlled, something along those lines?
I will feast on
Let's see how much you
your
remember.
remains. I am nowhere.
So he disappears, and then
everywhere.
like somebody gets randomly targeted. That's it.
I am the Watcher.
Not mind control, but just like CC, right? We had to like DPS to break them out.
Fresh, warm blood. It has been your heartbeat.
And that goes around.
Is music to my ears.
Happens again. Fairly tank and spank.
Your heartbeat is music to my ears. Still, I hunger. Still,
New gloves.
I
How do they stack up against Megtherodon's ones? A lot more intellect. Same stam, spirits, like basically healer gloves, isn't it? But spirit's actually pretty good now for Shadow Priest. We don't have those really strong glyphs yet. Obviously we have Mind Flay, which was available in the pre-patch. We're going to want to get the one that says Glyph of Shadow. Just gives you a ton of extra damage. And I believe Disperse is probably the other one, right? 45-second reduced cooldown. Quite nice. But at the moment, I saw in the auction house, they're fairly expensive. I imagine everybody's spending their time getting inscription up. He's going to want to make as much money as possible. Fair enough. We'll check in a couple of days. Every so often I just log on the auction house and see just how things are doing. For sure, it's going to help like our dungeon clears and our leveling speed and all the rest, but I don't want to break the bank for it. We're saving for epic flying. We've managed to get the 5k. I know we can get that down to 4k with rep. But then we need cold weather flying right at level 77. Now, I believe down here is where we get those mobs that do the random drop for the second quest. They've all got quite nice health bars, so we can dot up an absolute treat here. And this is quest item that we want. So we get this, and then wants us to collect a grotesque fungus. Big pull. I always enjoyed this boss. This boss was cool. I remember it was like a bit of a gauntlet run where one of these mobs walked towards the center, right, and you had to like blast as quickly as you could to make sure.
These are sacred halls! Your intrusion will be met with death! Who among you is devoted?
There we go. Big damage. It's the beauty of single target for us at the moment, right? We can absolutely smash. We got all our dots out as well, so when it was phasing in the air, the damage continued to go off, so it's, yeah, fantastic for us. Off towards the final boss. This one's cool as well, right? I remember your mind gets twisted, right? It's like one of the old gods. And you have to like kill the clones or the visions. Dodge that. There we go. All the visions like this. Just gotta kill them as quickly as you can. If you're a healer, I think after a soft amount of time, like it just kicks you out so that your teammates can help you. There you go. So you get out of the realm, and then yeah, you can assist. Go one more time. There we have it. Dungeon complete. So single target we were blasting. We did a lot of AoE packs. Let's see where things are at for that. We still managed to go second. Can't complain.